Hi guys, this is Ronald from Berger Training, and in this video tutorial I'd like to show you some ideas of how to work with the hover state in Adobe XD. As you can see here in the preview, if I hover over these guitar images, some additional information about the model appears, and this is what we're going to do right now. Well, the first thing you have to make sure is to create components of your items, because you can only apply a hover state to a component, not to a normal shape you have on your artboard. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first, is select the background shape and this guitar model as well, and then click on the plus sign here in the components panel and make this one the Les Paul component. Okay. Now, as you can see, you get some green handles, green markers instead of blue ones. So this will show you automatically that you have a component. You see this here, this is blue, 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 and this one has green markers, and you see this has a default state. All the other items don't have default state or other states. Okay, so this is step one. The next thing is I'm going to make a component of these objects here as well, because this is the object that will appear if I hover one of these guitars. Okay, as you can see, this is a shape. The width and the corner radius on the bottom left and right corners are exactly the same as the background shape of the guitar, and I have also 3 text items. Select all of them, click onto the components plus sign, and name this mouse over. Okay, so I'm going to delete this object here from the scratch area, and make sure to click on this Les Paul item, and you see here is the default state. I'm going to add the hover state. Click on this plus sign, hover state, and now I double click onto my Les Paul item. Now make sure that the hover state is the active one and not the default state. So I double click right here, and now place the mouse over component into the Les Paul component. Make sure to place it exactly on the bottom. I zoom in using the shortcut Command or Control 3. And as you can see here, I have to move it up a bit using the arrow keys from your keyboard. So yeah, this fits exactly. Okay, now I use Control 0 or Command 0 to zoom out. Click anywhere into your document. Click onto the component again, and now make sure to see the default state, not the hover state. So the default state is just the guitar. The hover state is with the additional information. So what I want to see now is the default state. Click onto my preview button right here and to check if everything works fine, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, looks great. Okay. Okay, now you have to repeat all these steps with each one of these guitars. So I'm going to select this SG and its background. Click onto the components plus sign again, make this SG. Okay. Add the hover state to it. Click here the plus sign in the state window, and then it's the same again. I double click onto my SG component and drag drop the mouse over component into this guitar item. Place it right there. Choose Command 3 again to, yeah, that looks real good. And all I have to do now is change the text, because it's not a Les Paul, it's an SG. So double click here, make it SG. Yeah, you can change any one of these items. Like here, for example, the SG model, and also the company name, like Gibson or Fender, can be changed to this mouse over component without affecting the other component for the Les Paul model. All I have to do now is change the alignment. You see that the SG text box is a bit too far on the left, so I'm going to select all these text elements and click here on the top right, align center horizontally button. That's it. Zoom out a bit, Control 0. Now make sure to see the default state of this guitar and click onto the preview button. And that's what we have, Gibson, Fender, and so on. Okay, yeah, great.